Talking about Evalion, as I did in my last video, a young lady who was banned from YouTube because of her anti-Semitic and pro-Hitler videos. Okay, it's a good time to make a point that I made before and needs to be made, and that is that since white racism is no longer a mainstream position, something weird has happened in the Nazification of white racism, okay? And it's important to understand that Hitler and his Nazi buddies never championed any cause of white people. They championed a cause of Aryans, which meant they thought that some white people should dominate over other white people. There were a lot of non-Jewish, well, Jewish people, I think, are usually white people. But even if you were to leave Jews out because 2,000 years ago, their ancestors came from the Middle East rather than Europe, the Nazis put a lot of people in those concentration camps, and virtually every single one of them was a Caucasian. A lot of Slavic peoples were murdered in those camps. A lot of Polish people. There were terrible crimes committed by Nazi Germany against the Polish nation, and they were motivated by the racism of some white people against other white people. Polish people are white people. In fact, about half of the Caucasian population is Slavic, and the Nazis regarded Slavics as inferiors. Now, their attitude toward what were then called Orientals was quite different than their attitude toward Slavs. Hitler did believe that Orientals were like the other great race, and he was allied with Japan. So the whole idea that white nationalism or white separatism should have the swastika as its label or its symbol is bizarre and wrong-headed. The Nazis were not pro-white. And, along with the 6 million Jews, there were many Slavic peoples, often Polish peoples in those concentration camps. Many of them were murdered. There were other groups that were murdered that were Aryans. If you were an Aryan, but you were Jehovah's Witness, went to the camp. If you were an Aryan, but a gay man, you went to the camp. If you were an Aryan and you were disabled, you could be, quote, euthanized, unquote, by the Nazis. They murdered disabled Aryans, gay male Aryans, political opponents who were Aryans, Jehovah's Witnesses who were Aryans. But anyway, the people in those camps being murdered and enslaved were white people. The Nazis were not pro-white. Evalion, I hope you're listening. Bye.